you are a Christian, a real true Christian, or you are a conservative, Stephanie White said you are not welcome to watch this team any longer. I got to tell you, this is the worst look the Indiana Fever have had since Caitlin Clark arrived. I would bring up things.
The head coach of the Indiana Fever is said to have publicly suggested that Christians and conservatives are not welcome. This wasn't in a private exchange or leaked message, but stated openly in front of paying fans who have supported the league's recent growth. The reaction has reportedly been severe, with significant backlash already developing.
I did a video on the Matrix and Road show yesterday. That boycott, that game had 1 million less views, 1 million less viewers than the very last CBS game before it. The game that people said, oh, well, I don't think fans are really going to tune out. Yeah, compared to the previous game, 980,000 fans decided not to watch. A boycott can be done.
He's not being dramatic about it. The Matrix and Rose boycott actually seems to have had an impact, with viewership dropping by about 980,000 compared to the previous CBS broadcast. That's far beyond a minor fluctuation. It's close to 1 million viewers gone, suggesting many chose to stop watching altogether. After years of trying to grow mainstream attention, the league finally gained a larger audience, only for a coach's comments to reportedly push a significant portion of that audience away.
You are a business, the Indiana Fever, and your coach gave the middle finger to millions of new viewers and fans and merchandise buyers, etc., etc. And here's my issue. A lot of people will say, well, trade her out of Indianapolis. It's going to be this way with every damn team in this league. It's the league. The league is poisoned.
After Stephanie White made her remarks, the Indiana Fever's social media quickly erupted with intense reactions. The response wasn't just from anonymous accounts or automated bots, but from real fans sharing personal proof of their support. Caitlin Clark jerseys, game tickets, hotel bookings, and travel receipts from trips to Indianapolis. These were people who had spent real money following the team. The criticism is that the coach effectively suggested those fans don't belong in the fan base because of their values. From a business standpoint, the impact is being described as significant. The Fever experienced sold-out games this season for the first time in franchise history, and local businesses near Gainbridge Fieldhouse reportedly saw a major boost in revenue on game nights, revitalizing parts of downtown Indianapolis. The argument being made is that Caitlin Clark helped bring in a new wave of attention and economic growth to the franchise and city, and that Stephanie White's comments were seen as dismissive of that audience, coming at a moment when several of her players were being recognized as all-stars.
That's the only one we're going to watch. But yeah, right there, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell have all made the team as all-stars right here. Let's see this little video that the Fever put up.
Caitlin Clark,
Boston,
Kelsey Mitchell. This is how you bring the roof down.
oh, sidestep Clark, Clark with the ball on a string.
Like a globetrotter of another stratosphere.
Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston were all selected as starters for the 2025 All-Star Game, an achievement that should have been a major celebratory moment for the team. Instead, it has been overshadowed by an ongoing PR controversy involving the franchise. What stands out, according to the criticism, is the lack of response from leadership. There has been no public statement, clarification, or attempt at damage control from the front office. Team owner Herb Simon has also remained silent. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever's official social media channels continue posting promotional and hype content as if nothing unusual is happening, even as comment sections remain highly critical and chaotic.
Action. Can't wait for the day Cece is playing somewhere else. Only Stephanie White could turn a team with 3 All-Stars into a 7th seed. Fire that pathetic coach, Stephanie White. How the F is she still defending Alyssa Thomas? Wow. Don't promote our girl, Cece, if she's not going to get to play. In other words, protect her better. Fire Stephanie White. Man, I can't wait to see what this looks like in another 12 hours. In another 12 hours, because it is going to be ugly. Ugly.
The comment sections are being flooded with Fire Stephanie White on nearly every post, with fans repeatedly tagging her in direct response to her comments. Some are also referencing Alyssa Thomas, a Connecticut Sun player who has been involved in several on-court incidents with Caitlin Clark. White previously defended Thomas publicly after one of those situations, while critics argue she has not shown the same level of public support for her own star players. The argument then broadens beyond a single coach or controversy. It is framed as a larger pattern in how the league is handling Caitlin Clark's rise. Some believe the WNBA is struggling to adapt to her unprecedented popularity and the new audience she brings. That audience is described as more Midwestern, conservative-leaning, and Christian compared to the league's traditional fan base. From this perspective, instead of welcoming the growth and expanding the league's reach, parts of the existing culture are seen as treating the incoming fan base as unwelcome or disruptive rather than as an opportunity for expansion.
It is a massacre. After what Stephanie White said yesterday, it is ugly. And you know what? Stephanie White has allowed her own social and political beliefs to officially interfere with her professional job. I have a vote of no confidence. It's over. It's over. And it's going to be interesting to see how fans react. Are fans going to tune out of these games? Keep in mind, they told a massive portion of the new fan base, you're not welcome to watch.
The speaker refers to a promotional effort involving a hardware store and claims that the Indiana Fever are now distributing free merchandise in an attempt to drive ticket sales. The contrast is highlighted between the recent past, when Fever games were reportedly difficult to attend due to high demand, and the present situation where promotions are being used to attract attendance. This shift is presented as evidence of declining support, which is attributed to alienating the fan base that originally drove interest. The message also mentions boycott threats, arguing that they are already having measurable effects. As an example, it cites a reported drop of nearly 1 million viewers for The Matrix and Rose show following a fan-organized boycott related to perceived disrespect toward Caitlin Clark. Finally, the argument connects this to the league's broader financial future, suggesting that the WNBA's media rights deals depend heavily on sustained viewership from Caitlin Clark's audience, and that any loss of that audience could undermine those projections.
Yeah, Christine Brennan yesterday on the Dan Dockage show, a really good interview by Dan Dockage. I'm going to keep it real. A really good interview with Christine Brennan, and she said she believes this is the definitive picture of the NBA, the WNBA right now. Really talk about tone deaf. The problem you have with the online community is because you haven't done anything about the situation, for F's sakes. Need to fire your shit coach. Middle fingers.
Stephanie White is facing major backlash after comments that many fans say crossed a line, with critics arguing she alienated parts of the Fever fanbase that helped drive Caitlin Clark's arrival and the team's recent surge in popularity. The situation has sparked social media outrage, with calls for her firing and concerns about damage to ticket sales, sponsorships, and the league's growth. Supporters of the criticism say the WNBA's success depends on maintaining its new audience, while opponents argue the reaction is being overstated and the situation is being politicized.